Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. So in terms of today's video, I essentially want to do something a bit different, something that I've actually wanted to do for a while now, but I couldn't find the time to. But I'm actually gonna essentially start a new how do I say it? A new playlist for my channel to kind of introduce people into the game, like a helpful tip that new players can use or returning players can use to get more informed with the game, to help them in the game, to help them learn the game, or to help them make the game easier in a way. So to start this playlist, to start this new section, I'm gonna go over a tool that is used by most Destiny players, but for a new player that's going into the game, you probably do not know. I do have a section of this, like a text room in my Discord, that I pretty much put all the information there for the new players. So if you're interested, just join the Discord, have a gander, and hopefully it's helpful. But I'm essentially going to do a video in each of the information I put in there so that I can also help, and I'll put in the Discord obviously to help you guys out. So this tool is essentially called Dim. This is kind of like a web browser that's connected to Bungie's website / your Steam account. If you want to connect it to your Xbox account, you can also do that, and PlayStation obviously, and I'm sure Stadia is also an option. So this will essentially allow you to have access to your inventory. Let me give you a look. So it will essentially have you to have access to your inventory. This is the tool that I essentially use whenever I'm playing the game. I always have it open in the background for me to hard tab into this browser so that I can use it whenever I need to. It saves me time instead of going to the tower every time I want to change a gear, every time I'm looking for a gear. This does it all. So starting with the first page, which is just your inventory, it will allow you to see pretty much everything in your post for each character. You can collect it unless it's an item that is already full in your inventory, and that's why the hunter doesn't have a collect postmaster there. It will allow you to essentially collect the item, meaning you don't have to go to the tower, you don't have to go to the orb. You can literally just grab it from your dim and it'll pop straight into your inventory. Same thing with your weapons. You can move from weapons to weapon, from tools to tools. I mean, from weapon to weapon, from character to character, without having to do the tedious thing of dropping it in your inventory from one character and picking it up on the other. It will show you everything you have. You can click on it to see the role. You can click on it to see what is on it, what mod you've already got on it, the stats. It will even tell you simple details, if it's it will have a marker just to indicate that it's sunsetted, so that you cannot infuse it any further. So it pretty much gives you all the detail you need. It allows you to essentially just drag and drop to wherever you want to put your stuff, or if you're not interested. And I'll say it's not instant, but it's pretty much as close to instant as you can get. It'll show you all the stuff that you've collected, all the stuff in your inventory. You'll even mods, things like that, mods that you don't use, gears that you don't use. You can simply just drag it into the inventory, especially when your inventory is full and you need to pick up something. It's something that you can easily do without actually having to think that much about it. Oh, I definitely need that. Iron Banner is coming today, don't want to lose that. And it pretty much everything I got, all the shaders, you can move them, you can drag them, you can pull them out. It pretty much allows you to, it pretty much bring a new ease to the game, allowing you to be able to do things without having to take extra steps. But what most people don't actually know is they also provide other things to assist you in terms of if you're going after a bounty, for example, it will tell you your progression. So if you have 2 monitors, you can even have this on your phone. If you have you can just put it on the side, it will show you what's your progression. what the key thing I use this for is in terms of, you know, the bounties that will tell you a percentage, like the bounties that will tell you to get a percentage, but it never actually tells you the amount of kills you need to get. This will show you exactly like how you're progressing, because most bounties will give you a bar, but it doesn't actually tell you what the amount is. This will essentially make it easier because you can literally see on there what it is, to make it easier for yourself and make it easier in terms of like what you need to do. It also tells you like your valor, your glory, all the extra information that you don't need to like go through. Tell you your seasonal challenge, your bounties, quest items, raid. It will tell you like your triumphs if you want to track your triumphs. And most importantly, something that they've added recently is vendors. Like you can look at the vendors. So if like Zur is doing something, like Zur is in the area, you can check what he's selling, you can check the stats. Obviously you're not able to pick it up, but I can like, oh that looks pretty cool, let me go grab it, instead of let's find Zur, let's see what Zur has. Oh, I've wasted my time. It will tell you what Trees is selling, although that is a lot more easier now because you can have it in game, like before you couldn't. It will tell you like what you've gained, and what you notice is you got like tick marks. It pretty much tells you like if you already have that. So I've already unlocked in my collection, for example, or it's also in your inventory. So why would you want that? Like it's in your inventory, you don't need it, kind of situation. It will tell you if you already have it, if you haven't found it before. Like it'll actually inform you so that you can make a decision easier. Like if you're a completionist, for example, you can just check like, oh, do I have that in my inventory? Let me quickly grab that, kind of situation. Like it will be there for you to essentially know before you need to make a decision, and it will allow you to go through each vendor. So the drifter, and the fact that for a new player, it's actually also like informs you their names, so you know who you're actually clicking on, instead of like, oh, I want that bounty, where is that bounty again, who has it? So it's something that you can easily just like, okay, Shaxx has this bounties, let me go into my character, let's find where Shaxx is. So you can go to each planet to find who Shaxx is, because obviously it will tell you the name from up here. So obviously we all know Shaxx is in the tower, but that's the whole point. It will like inform you to make your life easier. For someone that is completely new to the game, this is like key information that you might want to know. Like it will show you details that you can easily have access to, but it will take you a lot longer to do so by simply checking each planet and not knowing. This also helps you with triumphs. So if you are again a completionist and you want to like go through triumphs to see like what you've got, what you need to work on, even your seal, like, oh, what do I need to do for flawless, for example? What do I need to do for Conqueror? Like, what have I unlocked? What haven't I unlocked? What do I need to do for Gambits? What, like, it will pretty much allow you to see, it will explain it for you. It's something you can have like on your side monitor so that you can simply just grab it. And you can also help you with builds. In terms of the builds, you do have to be careful because like there's different things that will change your build. So assume everything is masterwork, because obviously I masterwork everything. You can see if you can like make different builds to like help you out, and it will also show you like what possible builds you can make from the gears you have. Obviously you can change this for mods and stuff like that, but it helps in that scenario. It also helps you with like weapons, like what weapons you have, like what talent is on the weapons, and like what elements, what level. if you've locked it or not, if it's good or not. So you notice that like the little like you should probably put that on your wish list kind of situation, like the thumb mark to tell you if the weapon is good. I should definitely keep it, but obviously this is from the community voting, so take it with a grain of salt. And the fact that it also like lets you like import it, it lets you download all this information. I feel like this is a tool that everybody needs to know, especially with someone that's joining the game. Use this tool to the full advantage to make your life easier. I will say though, in terms of this tool, be aware every time there's a new season, so the beginning of a season, it's very likely DIM or any form of the app will be deactivated, because all of this is connected to Bungie and the game itself. So if the game is doing any form of update, the software itself will also be down till they updated their software to match the game. So whenever there's a new expansion, I'll say the night before, or even whenever you were going to play last before the expansion updates, move all your gear to the character you want to use, so that when the expansion does drop, you do not need access to DIM, or you don't want to like keep going back to the tower and back and forth, because this will be deactivated. It's happened to me multiple times. It's happened to the people that I've played with multiple times. It gets slowed because of all the new player coming in, or the influx of players. It gets slowed because of the updating. Sometimes it's not even on at all. So have that at the back of your mind in terms of like new updates. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment below. If you want a link, I will have it at the bottom of the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. See you in the next one.